Hey guys, I hope that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'm so excited that you are here for one more lesson talking all about gratitude. In this whole month, we have talked about gratitude and meaning letting others know that you've seen how they've helped you. We've had so many amazing, cool stories in the Bible. We have one final one for us today. So we're going to grab those Bibles as always because we're going to look in the Bible together as soon as we're done with the So-and-So Show. So you guys enjoy that, and I'll see you later.
Come on, let's get those hands clapping. Come on. One, two, three, woo! Let's sing this out together.
Let the darkness run at night. You bring the broken back to life. Only you can, only you can. You set me free from every chain. You fill my heart with songs of praise. Only you can, only you can. 'Cause Jesus, you're the only reason that I'm even breathing. I am wide awake. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands breathe up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to rhythm, to rhythm. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. Come on. You left the glory on your throne to bring this runaway back home. Only you can, only you can. You give me love, you give me life. You keep me dancing through the night. Only you can, only you can. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to rhythm, to rhythm. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. Oh, every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. Hands up, come on. Jesus, you're the only reason that I'm even breathing. I am wide awake. You move me, your freedom is consuming. I feel you rushing through me. I'll never be the same. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to rhythm, to rhythm. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. Oh, every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. One more time, come on. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. Yeah.
Janelle!
What?
It's time for Fun with Vader! Yay!
No, Phil. It's called Fun with Phil. Oh, this got awkward.
You're wearing my shirt.
You're wearing my shirt. Guess what? It is now Fun with Phil and Janelle in the same shirt.
Oh gosh.
Vader.
Hello, audience. It's Vader.
We should have got him a blue shirt that says groups.
Aww.
Well, this is a great way to plug the CCV 4-5 group. If you want to hang out with the 4-5 kids on Sunday afternoons, tell your parents to sign you up. You can still do it. This is also for adult groups, so parents, if you're watching, you should sign up for groups too.
ccvgroups.com. It's not a website. ccv.com/groups. ccvlive.com/groups.
Yes. Okay, what do we got? It's Fun with Phil. It's the week after Turkey Week. We've enjoyed so much fun together. We have actually, we're just like killing it right now. We are matching the theme of our game. We're just gonna watch Phil play with Vader all afternoon, it looks like. He's just having a blast.
It's great. It's good times.
It's good times. This is called Order Up. Order Up. So, is this like are we working at like McDonald's and we're like ordering?
McDonald's is gross. We're working at
Chick-fil-A. God's work.
Chick-fil-A.
It's God's work.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay, so the object of the game is to see if we
Counselor?
can put these items in order. Oh, so it's not like, it's like order. Okay. So we gotta put these items in order. This is a hard one. This is gonna be a brain teaser. Yeah. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put one of the final questions on tomorrow on CCV the 4-5 Instagram, and we're gonna see if they can answer it. And if they answer it correctly, we'll do what we always do, give them a shout out. Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Who's our last shout out?
Our last shout out was like a long time ago.
Yeah, what was her name?
Dylan.
Dylan! Dylan
So-
gets a free shout out. Good job, Dylan.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, okay. So that's pretty easy. Kind of, I think. So this is Phil and Janelle in the same shirt. Fun. That was our theme song. Okay. Alright, put the following 4 letters in order of Roman numeral value, based from least to greatest. Okay. M is like a million. It's not million, but it is like million. Okay, I think it's LDMC. No. Yeah, LDMC.
LCMD.
What was that again?
LCMD.
Do you know this? Are you smarty pants?
Maybe.
Okay.
I have suspicions.
LCDM.
Oh, so close. What was yours?
I don't remember. I think it was LDMC.
So, for those of you that don't know, I didn't remember what D was, but C, which...
Century.
Centi,
Oh.
centi, which means 100. M for milli, which means 1,000. So M is 1,000, C is 100, and I didn't know what D was, but obviously it's 500, which is crazy.
This is now Education with Phil and Janelle in the same shirts.
L, you may recall, is not that high of a number based on its use in, I believe, the Eagles' most recent Super Bowl victory.
Are you saying that because it's not...
It also is the same letter. What?
Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
Anyway.
Never mind. Okay. Thanks for Education with Phil. See, parents, this can be educational for your children. You're welcome. All right, question number 2. Put the following teams in Super Bowl order. Oh my goodness, this is hard. Pittsburgh Steelers, New York Jets, Denver Broncos, Detroit Lions. Order by who? Oh, by most wins? I'm saying Broncos, Steelers, Jets, Lions.
I'm going to say Steelers, Broncos, Lions, Jets.
You know who's not on here?
It's because they only got one.
Oh, okay. Oh.
They just barely qualify for that list.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. The answer is Steelers. Broncos, Jets, Lions.
I flipped the two. Flipped the
Wait.
last two.
I said Broncos, Steelers, right?
You said Broncos,
Aw,
Steelers.
Man. The
I
Steelers
knew-
have that many
Steelers
wins?
have a lot of Super Bowl wins.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
wins.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
There's a couple families at CCV that I'm sure are very happy
Yeah.
about that.
For the record, I did know the Detroit Lions has.
She's from there, so.
Yeah. I was surprised they were on this list, but that's why they were last.
See?
Okay.
There's that L again.
Ooh. Okay, here we go. Put these planets in order from the closest to the furthest from Earth. So the closest to Earth to the furthest.
Yep.
Well, goes Mars.
Yep.
I can't remember if it's Saturn or Jupiter.
Which one is it? Which one is it?
Do you know this?
Of course I know
Oh, yeah, because
this.
this is education with Phil. I'm gonna say Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus.
Yes. That is correct.
It is correct?
The order of planets is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
And Pluto. Pluto is a planet, for the record,
It's
everyone.
a baby planet. I forget what the term is. Dwarf planet, I think is what they call it, but it is a planet.
We are calling it a planet. Alright, are we correct?
Those aren't the only celestial bodies. in our
Yes! It is Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. You're welcome, we just helped you with your science homework.
galaxy. Uranus.
Is that how you really say it? Oh. Well. More education with Phil and Janelle in the same
Uranus.
charts. Hey! Okay.
Also, fun fact.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. Roman gods named after planets.
So we're not only we're having fun with Phil,
Or
we're
it's vice
also
versa.
having fun facts with Phil.
It's
It's one or the other. Okay, question number 4. This is very educational for the record. Put these countries in order by population from largest to smallest. How are we supposed to know this?
I know this.
Okay. Japan definitely has a ton of people and a
Yes.
small land mass.
Yes.
So I'm going to say Japan, United States, India, Italy.
Very wrong. India.
Very wrong?
India has a crazy amount of people. I'm gonna say Italy. Not Italy. India. I'm gonna say India. I'll probably say India, United States, Japan, Italy. That's where I'm going.
Okay, so I got that way wrong, I think.
I don't know if it's way wrong.
So I said
could be
Japan.
wrong.
I said Japan, United States, India, Italy.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the answer is India. You got that one right. United States. There's a lot of people. Japan and then Italy. Did you get that right?
Completely, 100%.
You are one smart cookie.
You.
The cookie. The cookie of the cookies.
Forget
Okay.
where I learned that from. Probably the Olympics or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. I just know things.
You just know things. Okay. Put the following movies in order for the most money made to the least. Okay. Frozen, Wonder Woman, Fast and Furious 7, and Black Panther. Okay. Frozen has to be at the top of this list. It is still grossing money like it's gross.
It made a stupid amount of money. It made a stupid
amount of money.
And you know how we know that?
We watched
If I were to just say, let it go, let it go. How many of you just
To
broke into a song?
way it's
Yeah. How many
let
of you just
go.
broke into a song?
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it has gonna be at the top of the list.
Yes, and you know why? It's also on the top of the list because all those children that are watching it over and over and over and over and over and over again are making them a ton of money. So, good job, children. All right, so I say Frozen, I say Black Panther, Furious 7, Wonder Woman.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Really?
too. Yeah, because Black Panther was amazing as a movie in a lot of ways. I mean, the plot was good.
Shed a tear.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that yet. And it was just a very inspirational movie for a lot of people.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Furious 7, I don't know for sure, but I heard it's really, really good. Wonder Woman also was really, really good.
It just wasn't like top tier against these movies.
I just don't think it made as much, but there was something about Wonder Woman being directed by one of the first female directors, so it was a great, great movie. I would watch all those movies again, honestly.
I would too.
I haven't seen any Fast and the Furious movies. But I think you have the correct order. No!
We were so wrong.
So wrong!
Furious 7, Black Panther, Frozen, Wonder Woman. Wow! Okay, so I thought Furious was down the list because it's number 7.
No.
I thought it wouldn't gross as much because it's number 7! Stop making the movies!
It's deceptively good. That's what I was saying. Black Panther makes sense.
Should've won that one.
Because Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever.
But I'm surprised Frozen's number 3. All right, well, now we know. We learned something. Everybody learned something.
So this was educational fun with Phil while Janelle and Phil are in the same shirts. That was a ton of fun. We learned a lot. We also learned that Philip is very smart. So maybe we should just make this segment smart
or
with Phil.
dumb, depending on some of my extra fun facts.
Extra fun facts. So now we're going to have fun facts with Phil and fun with Phil. Okay, that's all we have for you guys this week. We'll see you later.
Oh, fantastic. That was Johnny Boy and the Beef Jerky Boys running away from a fight. Up next, we got more hits for you. But first, let's take some calls. Hello, you are on WSO with John.
Hey, John, this is Steve at WJED in Skokie. Just wanted to give a shout out and say thank you for bringing so much joy to the people.
Thanks, Steve. Right back at you. Hey, you're on the air with John.
John, this is Barb and Vidalia at WON. Just wanted to say thank you. You're sweeter than honeycomb dipped in molasses. Keep up the good work, sugar.
Thanks, Barb. Hello, talk to me.
Hi, this is Brandon, your co-host on the So-and-So Show. I wanted to give you a shout out and say, you're the best host ever.
But seriously, Brandon, if anyone is the best host ever, it's you, buddy.
Yeah. How about some music from Planet John's guitar hit, Chain Reaction of Love?
You're not the only one who's good at impersonations.
Whoa.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brandon.
I'm John.
And welcome to the So-and-So Show. So, John.
Hey, Jabberwocky is a nonsense poem written by Lewis Carroll, included in his novel Through the Looking Glass.
Yeah. Okay, John.
Yeah.
I mean, are you going to do the show with me today?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just have to get my daily reading in.
Okay, right now?
Yeah. I mean, it's important to make a habit of reading a little bit every day, kids.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Today I'm reading this classic, The Jay in Kekalapadaya.
Do you have to read it in the middle of the show?
I've missed a few days and I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, how many days?
What day is it? 1, 2, 3 years. Huh. Did you know that Jacksonville, Florida is the largest city by land area in the continental United States?
I did not know that.
This book is incredible. You can learn almost anything you want, as long as it starts with a J and existed before 1967. Yeah, I don't know why more people haven't read it.
Yeah, me neither. By the way, if you don't know what an encyclopedia is, you can look it up on the internet, along with literally anything else you want to learn about.
What? Not all jaguars have spots. That's crazy.
John, please read that some other time. We're in the middle of something here.
I know, but I found that I have a better chance of keeping a good habit when I habit stack.
When you what now?
When I habit stack.
Yeah, I heard the words.
It's when you take one habit and you stack it onto another. Like I'm in the habit of doing the so-and-so show with you every week. If I stack my reading habit on top of that, then I won't forget to read.
Okay, can't you stack it onto another habit? I mean, what's another habit you have?
Well, when I wake up in the morning, I have a habit of screaming before I do anything else.
Why in the world?
Clears the lungs.
Oh, fine. Okay, why don't you habit stack reading after your morning scream?
Oh, because after my morning scream, I drink my morning coffee.
Okay, then habit stack reading after your coffee.
Oh, but that would get in the way of my morning cry.
Is the paddleball part of it?
Habit stacking.
Okay. So you've got a full morning.
Uh-huh.
All right. But we've got to figure out some place to stack your reading habit.
Okay, we can make a game of it.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah!
Habit Stacking Heroes.
The game is easy. Instead of doing habits one after another, we're gonna do them all at once. Whoever can do the most good habits at the same time wins. Make sense?
Not at all. Let's play.
Ready, set, go!
Brush your teeth.
Okay.
Easy.
Uh-huh. Look at that.
Sit-ups.
Zero.
Okay. All right.
Practice math.
What? Okay. Practice math. This is easy. I don't even need a calculator.
2 equals 4.
Vocal warm-ups.
Oh. Cats can't kick cups. Cats can't kick cups.
Do the bicycle.
Cats can't kick cups.
You're both winners.
Oh. Really? Hey, I've never felt more productive.
It's Bible story time with Cameron.
Hey, good people.
Hey, Cameron. Thanks again for taking our friend Kellen's place this month.
Anytime. What's going on with you guys today?
Habit stacking. You want to try?
Trust me, Cameron, it's a hard no.
Okay, but habits can be good sometimes. In fact, today we're talking about a habit that began thousands of years ago that's still happening today.
Awesome. Take it away, Cameron.
You've probably heard of the Lord's Supper, or maybe you've heard it called communion, or even a really fancy word like Eucharist. Different people observe the Lord's Supper in different ways, sometimes every week or every month, or maybe a few times a year. Sometimes people use bread and wine, sometimes they use juice and crackers. But even though everyone does it a little bit differently, the reason they do it is the same. They do it to remember. When Jesus and his disciples were having their Last Supper together, they themselves were remembering something called the Passover. Hundreds of years before Jesus, God's people, the Israelites, were slaves in Egypt. And God chose a man named Moses to rescue his people from the Egyptian Pharaoh. Moses said,
Let my people go.
but the Pharaoh refused, so God sent 10 plagues: frogs, sick animals, flies. But the 10th plague was by far the worst. Moses warned Pharaoh that if he didn't let God's people go, every firstborn son in Egypt would die, including Pharaoh's own son. But Pharaoh refused. God gave the Israelites a way to protect themselves from what was coming. They were to sacrifice a lamb, then spread some of its blood on the doorframe of their houses. This would be a sign for God to pass over that home and not harm anyone inside. That night, those with the blood of the lamb on their doorframes were spared. But Pharaoh's firstborn son died, along with every other firstborn son in Egypt. So Pharaoh sent the Israelites away. After hundreds of years in slavery, they were finally free. That's what Jesus and his disciples were remembering during their last meal together. They were remembering the day when God rescued his people from slavery in Egypt. But Jesus was about to give the celebration a whole new meaning for you and me. When Jesus had given thanks, he broke the bread and he said,
"This is my body. It is given for you. Every time you eat it, do it in memory of me."
After supper, Jesus took the cup of wine and said,
"This cup is the new covenant in my blood. Every time you drink it, do it in memory of me."
Jesus knew that God had a plan for another incredible rescue. This time, he would rescue the whole world. And this time, Jesus himself would be the sacrifice. That's why we celebrate the Lord's Supper today. So we can show God how grateful we are to him for sending his son, and so that we can get in the habit of remembering how Jesus gave his life to save you and me. The end.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah, it's so cool to think that when we take communion or the Lord's Supper, we're literally doing something that Christians have been doing since the beginning of the church.
And that's over 100 years.
Try 2,000 years.
I say again, wow.
Yeah. It's important for us to have things we do regularly that can remind us to be grateful to God.
Hey, you ought to have it stacked that, John.
Yeah, I'll put that right after my morning cry. You see, Cameron?
You don't have to explain.
Okay.
Thanks for the story, Cameron.
You bet, guys. See you next time.
Looks like we've got some remembering to do, John.
I'm ready to try, but it's just hard for me. I can't even remember to send my Aunt Maisie a thank you card for my graduation present.
Your graduation?
Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to do it for 25 years.
Reveal the question! What helps you remember to be grateful?
Well, doing the Lord's Supper helps me remember to be grateful for what Jesus did for us.
Yeah, and being outside can help me remember to be thankful for all the beautiful things God made.
Yeah, what about you? What helps you remember to be grateful? Not just to God, but to people too.
Yeah, talk about it together.
And we'll see you next time on the So and So Show. And I'll be moving on to the K in the Encyclopedia. Can't wait to tell you the major export of Kirkarikichistain.
I can't wait either. Bye.
Bye.
So our Bible story was actually found in 2 books of the Bible. The first was in Exodus. And if you guys remember this, we talked about this at the very beginning of the year. And it was all about Moses and how Moses was called by God. And he brought these 10 plagues onto the Egyptians so the Israelites would be free. And the last plague was to sacrifice an animal and put the blood over the doorframe. And we call that the Passover. But now we call it communion. See, we take it and it's kind of the same as a remembrance in putting the blood over the doorframe, but we call it communion instead, and we take it at church. See, in big church, they do this every week. You guys might know this because you might have seen it a couple times that you've been to service, but if you haven't, it's called communion, where we take the bread, which can be like a cracker, and we eat that, and then we take the juice and we eat that, and it's all in remembrance of the sacrifice that Jesus gave us. See, the other book that our story was from was 1 Corinthians. And 1 Corinthians is in the New Testament, so let's jump there because I want to read part of the verse that Callan shared with us today. So it's 1 Corinthians, and it's chapter 11, verses 23 through 26. Let me read this for you. For I have received from the Lord what I also pass on to you. The Lord Jesus, on the night he was betrayed, took bread, and then he had given thanks and broke it and said, "This is my body, which is for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same way, after supper, he took the cup, saying, "This cup is a new covenant. In my blood, do this, whenever you drink it in remembrance of me. For whenever you eat this blood or drink this cup, you proclaim the Lord's death until he comes." See, we take communion each week to remember the sacrifice that Jesus did for us. Now, it was not awesome, right? You guys have seen that. It was grueling and terrifying and scary, but he did that because he loved us. And we take communion because we want to remember the sacrifice that Jesus gave for us. Our key question is, what helps you remember to be grateful? Maybe it's something consistent, like taking communion, to remember the sacrifice Jesus did. Maybe you have a habit of that. Maybe you journal and you write it down of things that you're thankful for. Maybe you talk to the person. Maybe you share it at dinner. I'm not quite sure, but I like that question. What helps you to remember to be grateful? So as we finish this month and this series, that's something that we should continue to look for and continue to do, is continue to be grateful and not just let it go. I don't know about you, but it has been so fun learning how to be thankful and learning all the stories in the Bible about simple things to be grateful for. I hope you guys have enjoyed the series. Next month is December. I can't wait. We have some exciting things happening for you guys for Christmas and just fun holiday stuff, right? So come back, check that out next week. I will see you all then. Bye, guys.